Each year, approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized, 670,000 dogs, and 860,000 cats. The numbers of dogs and cats euthanized in U.S. shelters annually has declined from approximately 2.6 million in 2011. Coming up on Polk Place, we will talk with a local nonprofit about their efforts in the community to lower these numbers. Make sure you stick around. Tell them to stick around. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio is Megan Allen. She's an SPCA foster manager. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
First time on the show.
It is indeed.
Yeah, and you know the rules. What are the rules?
I don't know. What are the rules?
You gotta bring me an animal.
Well, I think we did well today.
You did incredible.
A good job.
Yeah, and like I say, every time you guys bring something in, there's 2 cats last couple times. This is the first puppy you guys have brought in.
There you go.
And he wouldn't get out of the pet carrier.
I think you managed to coax him out.
Yeah, you know, when you get down on their level.
Yeah.
And you talk to him in a Scooby-Doo voice. What? You're gonna stay in there and not come out and be on TV? Not you. Not you.
I think he's definitely found a friend in you there.
Yeah. So tell me all about him.
So his name's Joey. He's one of a few, and he is just an adorable little love bug. He came into us about 3 weeks ago now. A member of the public found the litter. They brought him into us knowing that we were going to give him the best care we could. They were too young to be altered at that point. They have to be at least 8 weeks old until we can safely spay and neuter them. So they went into foster for a little while. So he and a couple of his siblings got to hang out in a home, learn what it's like to be in a home, learn how to be around people, and evidently the foster parent did a great job.
Yeah.
And he just came back in a couple of days ago, got his neuter surgery, and he'll be going up for adoption shortly.
And there's an interesting story behind his name, Joey, and his siblings.
Indeed.
How were they all named?
So these guys are actually our friends' litter, but there are only 5 of them. So unfortunately, Phoebe did not get a mention in this one, but we also have Monica, Chandler, Ross, and Rachel.
55 years in the game. I've never watched the first episode of that show. I couldn't tell you. Oh, he is adorable. So how soon will he be ready for adoption?
He's pretty much going to be ready when we go back today. So he's going to be up and ready to go. They bounce back real quick from those surgeries, like it never happened, and he'll be ready to find his home as opposed to being at the shelter.
Yeah. I guarantee you he will be gone quickly. Yes. All right, can we talk about cats? Do you want to talk about cats? Let's talk about cats. So, as we have learned in the old Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck commercials, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, I missed a chance to say that earlier in an interview and might have got reprimanded for it from my buddy. So I had to work it in this one. You guys have a unique season. It's called Kitten Season.
We sure do.
Yeah, tell me all about Kitten Season and what you guys are doing.
So kitten season is my busiest time of year. Kitten season runs pretty much throughout the summer. So as you can imagine, when the weather's warm, the nights are long, those mommy and daddy cats like to be out, kind of meeting up and hanging out. And that results in quite a lot of kittens for me. And a lot of those kittens that are coming into the shelter are not old enough or healthy enough to be altered and be adopted. So kitten season means that a lot of those kids are looking for foster. And that usually is the summer months here in Florida, because we do have quite a warm winter. Can extend a little bit through the winter, whereas up in the north it gets nice and chilly and the mommy and daddy cats are snuggled up at home at night. So
that is quite possibly the greatest kitten story I've ever heard. That's it. You, Randa, You guys come back. You entertain me. I'm gonna put you in this chair. I'm gonna sit over there and just let you tell stories.
Well, I don't think Joey would be as happy if
Yeah.
that was me.
Yeah. Well, you can sit over there and listen. Now, this is some of the other things that you guys got going on. SPCA Florida needing supplies to fosters. Let's talk a little bit about that, if we could, please.
Absolutely. So we try and make fostering as easy as we can for our foster parents, and we understand that there's a financial element to that. When you're taking an animal home, just like our own animals that we have, we need to feed them and make sure they have everything we need. So we're always asking foster parents, asking for donations. Predominantly, we're looking at food, litter, all those things that we're going to need to give out. High quality kitten food is always really important. You know, they're really good. It says kitten on it. It has all those extra calories and nutrients that a little growing baby would need, and the same for the puppies. High quality puppy food as well. When they're really tiny, we even end up needing to give them milk. So there's special milk replacers that you can buy, and almost all of this is available on our Amazon wish list, but also if anybody's in the area and they want to drop by donations, we're always welcome to them and really appreciate them.
So we talked a little bit about how you guys can be helped with donations. The other end of that is being foster parents.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about how you can become a foster parent for cats and dogs, and is there a way to do it online?
There sure is. Again, we just try and make it as straightforward as possible. So if you go to our website, spcaflorida.org, you can find the little drop down that says foster, and you can apply straight up online. And we're even doing everything online regarding our orientation now because of COVID. We want to try and maintain everybody being safe. So we have a little online orientation that we'll send to you, and then you're going to be a part of our team. We never ask anybody to take anything that they're not comfortable with, and it's always really important to us that all our foster parents are comfortable with the kids that they're taking home. So we send out requests for our little babies and sometimes our adults as well that need foster, and then if the foster parent is interested, they're able to respond to us and take home what works around their timeline as well. So if somebody right now was watching this and being like, hey, I'd love to be a foster parent, but I'm going away for Thanksgiving. No worries, go ahead, sign up, you'll receive all our orientation, and then you can take a foster animal when the timing's right for you. It's not an immediate, you have to start right away sort of thing.
I think my problem with fostering would be like, I wouldn't give them back. It would just
Right. And a lot of people say that, and it's really difficult.
There would be like several cats and dogs just.
Yeah, well, I remember the first time I fostered, it was many, many years ago before I worked in animal welfare, and I remember how hard it was for me to give my kittens back. And my foster coordinator at the time said to me, well, in giving them back, you're opening your home for more and you can help more. And that's always the viewpoint I've taken. Now, if somebody falls in love and they do want to adopt, of course, we're not going to stop them, and we fully support that. But we often say, you know, if you're able to bring them back, then we get to open your home and help more little critters.
Did Okay. Can I ask this next question? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about qualifications for fostering, if we could, please.
Sure. So again, we try and keep that pretty simple too. You have to be 18 years old just because you're signing legal waivers. They need to be 18. You need to have regular transport to the shelter as well. Everything that we do is over at our shelter on Branham Road in Lakeland. So you need to have regular transport so that we can provide those vaccinations for you or any medical checkups that they need to do. And then we do ask that you have access to email as well. We really work predominantly via our email service. But other than that, we're really open to everybody from all different walks of life. Whatever your household setup looks like, that's completely fine. It's always a good idea to have a separate space for your foster kiddos, sorry, but that can really be anywhere. It can be a bathroom or a spare bedroom or something like that.
What's a typical timeline, say, from the time that you get in, like what you got,
Sure.
the Friends puppies? What's a typical timeline between getting them in and then getting them to foster, and then how long would foster have
So really our aim is to get them out as quick as possible. For little babies like that, they don't have their full vaccines, they aren't in a safe place to be in the shelter. So we want to get them out as quickly as possible. Usually I'm aiming to get them out between 24 to 48 hours of entering the shelter. So it's a real quick turnaround. We give them their vaccinations, give them their health checkup, and then reach out to our foster parents to see who would be willing to take them on. And from there, it really depends on their age because we're looking for them to be at least 8 weeks old when they come back. Usually though, it's around a month. So usually it's around a month-long commitment. And we do understand that things may come up during that time. You may need to travel, something may happen with the family. If they do need to come in at some point, we understand. If they need to return to us, we just ask that people give us a heads up.
So were these guys all fostered together, or?
They were fostered in 2 different batches.
Yeah.
So there was the 3, so he went with a brother and a sister, and then the other brother and sister went separately. 5 is a lot of puppies to take on.
That is. I'll tell you what, we've got just a little bit of time left. Let's go ahead and give the information on this right here. This right here could be yours at home.
Absolutely. So if you are interested in adopting any of our puppies, you can definitely go ahead and look on our website. We are adoption appointment only, apologies. So we're appointment only at the moment. So go ahead and look on our website and give us a call if you're interested in adopting. But if you want to help by fostering and getting these guys ready for adoption, you can look on our website again, and that's spcaflorida.org, and look for the foster drop down and go ahead and apply.
I am somewhat disappointed. I don't know how long my streak was, but it was of epic proportion. Every animal that you've ever brought into me fell asleep on me. And this one, nope.
He's just having too much fun with you.
Okay, you can hang around. Well, come back and see me again real soon, will you please?
I'd love to. Thank you very much for having me.
And thanks for coming in. Founded in 1979, SPCA Florida is a 501c3 nonprofit organization headquartered in Lakeland, dedicated to improving the lives of pets and people in the community. SPCA Florida provides caring compassion and hope to more than 4,000 homeless animals entering their doors each year. SPCA Florida is celebrating over 40 years in the Polk County community with new goals and programs. Now, if you need more information on the programs or come help them out fundraising wise or foster care wise, why don't you give them a call, 863-577-4608, or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.org.